Welcome to the Medical Attack Vehicle Ambulance build. Since the last video, I've been busy on a lot of small projects, things that needed to be done. I've changed out all the locks because it didn't come with any keys, so I finally was able to find a lock where I could change out all the locks and bins. Now, one of the highest priorities for this build when I started looking for the next project was I wanted something big enough where I could do a full-size residential comfortable giant sofa. Something like you would have at home that you could just fall back in, fall asleep, watch TV. So that was important. So that was why I was looking for something a bit wider and a bit bigger. So the sofa is big, it takes up a lot of room, but let me quick go over some other little projects that I've gotten done inside here. I got the desk over here, has been repainted. I also redid these hinges here, got some black weather stripping from Lowe's to make a gasket, so that'll be airtight there. Repainted the door cover here, it's about dry, and sanded it down, repainted it gloss red. Got a little new graphic to put on it, so that'll be the trash bin. Alright, there's the Dometic. I still haven't done the project of getting the Dometic installed in this cabinet over here, but that's coming. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. This thing is huge. Oh, one other thing, I made curtains. So curtains are very easy to make. So what this is a king size comforter, and it's fully synthetic, so I don't have to worry about it rotting. And all you do is just poke a hole in each end of the top part here, and you thread a rod through it. Now, rods can be hard to find and expensive, so keeping with the aluminum theme, this is just an aluminum box beam from Lowe's. I think it's about 1 inch. And then there's just a little L bracket that comes down here and a screw that goes in right here. So something very, very simple. You just split the material right here. I used a glue gun to make the seam down at the bottom, and now I have an insulated wall-to-wall curtain. Now on these over here, same thing, just took a box beam. You can see the bracket there, it's just screwed through. So you can make it any size you want. These are very sturdy. This is just a bed sheet. And again, just split this part at the top, pull it around, and I doubled it so it goes all the way up and down. I put it very close to the wall so it'll keep the light out. On this one here, this is just, again, a bed sheet. It's double thickness, and then since I didn't want to do a rod on the door, it's just Velcroed on. The advantage of this is I can just pull it off, fold it up, put it in the drawer. It's not flopping in your face. It doesn't take up any room. Okay, so why? A lot of you are probably thinking that sofa is just taking up way too much space. Yes, because what I wanted to do was, how do I use my time? Am I going to use my time cooking? Not really. Am I going to use a lot of time in the shower? Not really. The bathroom? Not really. Where I'm going to use my time when I'm in here is going to be hanging out on the sofa, watching TV. Now, this sofa will come down. I'll show you down here what we got to do. So as you can see, I've got the sofa sitting up. It needs to come down about 6 inches to touch the floor. So I'm going to have to modify the sofa, cut up, over, and back. And I've already looked inside, and there's going to be a lot of structure in it that has to be changed. But that's going to take a lot of the volume out because this whole thing is going to drop down quite a bit lower to the floor. I've also found over time these tend to get flatter. As far as the window goes, it does cover the window, but when we drop the sofa down, this right here will be even with the windowsill here, and so it'll only be the top of the cushions that will be over the windows, and I think that'll be fine. And then when you're on the sofa, your head is going to be right about here, so you still have the feeling of the full width. Now, something that I didn't count on, which is really cool, is I was laying on it, and this is the part you can lay flat on is about 6 feet 2 inches. I'm 6 feet. It is the perfect size just to lay on. And what I've done here is this is just a sheet. This is just a fitted sheet I've put over the cushions to sleep on. I've been laying on it today, I haven't slept on it yet, but I fit perfectly on it with a pillow. And it's so comfortable, and I've also added a little bolster in here to push. Right here, I have this little bolster here, and I put it right there, and that pushes this cushion out just enough to make it a little wider for my shoulders. So it's very comfortable. So then I thought, well gosh, I could easily sleep on this, because what I was going to do was put like a Murphy bed or a swing down bed that comes down, comes up, and then lays on these cushions over here. And I still may do it, but since it's just me, I don't need to do it right now. So then I thought, well, if I do that, I can save the money from building this bed and keep the full width all the way across. And what I can add and put that money towards is a gigantic TV. So my plan is to put a 60-inch TV on this wall, and it's going to take up almost the whole wall, mount it to the wall, and that's going to be so fun. So I want to show you another little project. It's one of the most used things I've ever made, and it is so helpful, especially when you're off-grid and you don't want to use power to run a TV or a monitor or a notebook computer. What this is right here is this holds my cell phone, and it's spring-loaded, and so I have it temporaried in right here into the wall. But what happens is it's got a mount where I can put it in, and then I can rotate it this way, and then all I'm doing here is I pull here and it comes out in front of me. When I'm done watching it, I just push it like this and it's up and out of the way. And I've also got it here near a plug where I can recharge it. So what is this thing? Let me show you. Now, I'm not exactly sure how the mount's going to be, but when I'm laying on the sofa, it's perfect to watch. So all this is, and you can order it on Amazon, and I'll try and find it for you. I'll try and find it for you and put the link on it. Let's go over here where it's a little easier to see. So here's the, it was like a lamp. You've probably seen this with a lamp, but it's just got a holder on it. And this adjusts here, and you can turn it around all these different ways. It really moves all around. And so here you can see the mechanism. So it came with a clamp. I didn't like the clamp, it didn't hold very well. So I took the clamp off, and then I just drilled, I think that's a 1/4 inch hole right there. No, maybe half inch, 3/4 inch hole. And I've used this in every build project I've done because it's really great to watch YouTube, to watch movies on, put your earplugs in, and you can crank it in every position, especially if you're laying down, you want to look up at an angle. Okay, so those are all the little project updates. So that fills up this video. Boy, they fill up quick. So in the next video, I'm going to do the surgery to the sofa. We're going to open this up, flip it over. I'm going to show you all the guts inside it and figure out how to modify it. And then you'll know if you get into a project that this is something you want to try. And I just love this sofa because I didn't want to build a wood box and just stick plain old square cushions on it. I wanted something that I could really enjoy. So I hope you'll join me next time, and let's cut this thing up.